Alrighty, hello YouTube. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, I've been pretty horrible actually about putting up videos since like senior year of high school. So I got this BMW on my tail. Yeah, so I haven't done any videos really since senior year of high school. I'm now a sophomore. Well, going into my junior year of college here. It's May 1st, 2016, and I'm just headed down to my pa's place, and got a whole mess of parts in the back. I don't know if you can see it back there. The box that is leaning against the seat, you can see it. That box there is the drive shaft to my 67 Ford Mustang. That drive shaft is part of the Supreme T5 conversion kit. I picked up about half of it from the parts store, my local parts guy, great fantastic fellow over there at PV's Antique and Classic Ford Parts in Tewksbury, Massachusetts. He's always helping me out, so got some stuff, bell housing, clutch stuff, and the drive shaft, flywheel. I got my distributor. So what I'm going to show you today is my engine and some things to come. We'll talk about some things to come. We can do that right now, actually. So the 67 Mustang is a project you guys haven't seen, though I've taken some short videos. I've never done anything with them. What I did was my senior year of high school, I bought this 67 Mustang from the guy that I buy all my car parts from, actually. And it was all there. It was a pretty good car for 1,800 bucks. I picked it up and got it home, and I was hoping I'd be able to roadkill it and just get it running like they do on that Motor Trend show. And if you don't watch Roadkill and you're watching me, unsubscribe from me and please go watch Roadkill. Other than that, I picked it up, thought I'd be able to drive it around as is with a few minor repairs as the brakes, carburetor, things like that, fuel tank. But turned out, couldn't get the engine to run as well as I had hoped. Filled with sludge and had been sitting for a long time. Put a new 4-barrel on it with an intake, and it never ran. And the brakes were horrible. Not horrible. I mean, they were there and they could be replaced, but a lot of the lines were rusted through or kinked, as well as the fuel line going to the tank was kinked, and it was full of solid fuel. The tank was. And so I know this video is running a little long here, but so I ended up pulling out the entire engine, new fuel tank, all the bodywork's been done, basically, is the quick of it, and I can show you all that later and get into more detail and tell you about that. And that's about it. That's so far. So the engine is not finished yet. It has been rebuilt, stroked and bored to a 347 30 thousandths over, I believe. And the stroke, what it was, I could not tell you, but it's the one. It's that Eagle rotating assembly kit with Edelbrock top end. I think it's all the Edelbrock RPM or Performer top end kit. I could put a link right there if I was smart enough how to the CJ Pony Parts. Not suggest that you buy it from them, but they're a good website to view things from. So that's the top end. I picked up the distributor because it still needs an ignition system, and the roller rockers need to be installed, as well as just some gaskets and stuff. I'm going over to my dad's house today where my engine is. Excuse me. My car is at a storage unit with another one of my dad's cars. And so I can show you that, but that won't be today. It might be, maybe it'll be tomorrow, who knows. I'll try to post this video tonight, actually, so I can give people something to watch, because I know they're like, that truck guy, where have you been? No, nobody really cares, but I do get subscribers still, even though I haven't posted, so I kind of feel bad. Anywho, I know I've been scatterbrained, and that's probably how these first few videos in this series are going to go, because I'm new to this, again, because I've been off so long. When I get to the house, I'll show you the engine and some other stuff I've been working on with my dad, and, some of the parts I have laying around, so see you in a minute. Welcome to my basement, where we've got some delicious parts here. This is our pulley, crankshaft pulley, and we have another one up here. They're painted and ready to go back on the engine. Engine is not ready for them. Some other stuff that's down here for the little tour. Here's an engine block that my dad was gonna build. It's a Model A 4-cylinder, same one as in your Model Ts. There's the original hood. That's the underside. Back seats to my car. Spare tire to my car. And then most of my parts I've been moving over here. There's some parts to my dad's car down here. I got new fenders sitting on top of the old ones. And back here is where a lot of my stuff is. I've been moving it around. I don't know what that is, but it's not mine, so. In here, some shocks. One of my hooker headers. Front rear valance, drive shaft, cross member, clutch kit, flywheel, MSD billet distributor, Pro billet, bell housing, my favorite part, the Hurst shifter, really classy, ladies. Some more parts. Here's a hood hinge if you want to see what a hood hinge looks like. That's a new alternator. And I don't know, this is the clutch cable. Here's some stuff, some gaskets I need to put on my engine still, and that's some stuff I'll do soon. And so that's pretty much it for down here. There's more parts scattered throughout, but it's all old stuff. All the new stuff was right there. All the old stuff is just scattered throughout. I got my old drums around for the brakes. All the old bumpers and stuff that I had to take off. Here's some more CJ Pony parts. I don't need this anymore. I bought a lot of stuff twice that I don't need because I was gonna do the floor in pieces. That's why there's this floor piece, and then I did the whole floor at once. So I can show you that later and talk about it more. But for now, let's go upstairs. And this is the view from walking into this mess of a garage. Sawhorses holding up a piece of plywood that makes a table. This stupid old jalopy. Actually, no, this is a project me and my dad have been working on. She's beautiful. You're beautiful. It's true. I'll probably get copyrighted. There's some motorcycles nobody rides because they won't let me ride them. Because they're not mine, and they won't ride them because they don't want to. Oh, I'll show you some of this Model A. It's a pickup, 1928. This was supposed to be cowl lights, but they're supposed to be farther back here. Turns out if you drill right here, you just drill into the gas tank, and you spill fuel everywhere. 28 Model A. It was originally a Ford Phaeton, 4-door convertible, but the frames are the same for all the cars, so we just made it a pickup truck. We didn't have the body off the Phaeton because it was sold by my grandfather, and all we had was the frame and the engine. So basically a rolling chassis. But here she is, ladies and germs. Oh God, let me clean her before you see her. Oh no, I got work to do on this bed, Larry. Hopefully she doesn't fall off the engine stand because it's held on with like a quarter of a thread. Alright. There she is, my 1967 Ford 289 stroked and bored to 347 stroker. Painted Ford blue. It's probably the tractor blue, but I don't really care. People are going to be like, why didn't you paint it black? Well, black's ugly. Painted it blue. Even painted this dipstick, looks brand new. There's one of the hooker headers on it. Right there, if you're wondering what the header is. If your girlfriend's watching with you. High-rise Edelbrock RPM intake manifold. I can stick my hand through the manifold, which is pretty cool. These are some cheapo $40 covers with very expensive RPM performer, RPM heads. I need to put the roller rockers on, as you can see. Put the valves in. The valve push rods, then the rockers. And then that will wrap up the heads once I put the gaskets on. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think that's upside down. I don't know. I still need to put... I'm pretty sure there's no gasket for the oil pan yet. I need to put the oil pan gasket on. I need to put the water pump gasket on. I think it's only held in with... it's only held in with 2 bolts for now. I built this engine like a year ago. 2 years ago. This is a flathead V8. And if you're wondering how a flathead V8 works, you see the valve here and valve here. This one's open and this one is closed. And that's how it works. It comes up next to it instead of on top of it. That's why it's an overhead valve in that engine. And a flat head in this one, because now the flat head just guides the valve, the stuff that comes out of the valve, down into the cylinder. Other than that, I have no idea how this works, because this is the first time I'm seeing it. Holy guacamole! That's really rusted and bad looking. Wow, I hope that's not that bad. Oh, it's just a little surface rust, nothing too major. But, that is not that good. I will have to clean that. Whew. It's scary. Here's some, again, put my hand right in there. This is a Edelbrock 600 CFM carburetor that my dad put on the backwards. I don't know why. But he wanted it on the engine while I was at school, so put it on backwards. Here's that collector for the hooker header. So, oh yeah, you probably saw some paint chipping around here. It's all over, actually. So what I'm going to need to do, which is going to be the first thing I do, that is not good. Didn't stick in some spots. It's going to be a pain in the ass because I'm going to have to tape all of this off. But the first project I now have is because I didn't do it good enough the first time, apparently. Here's the big spot. You're going to cry. This whole side. It's just flaking off. And I used primer. But I'm going to have to do this whole side over. Maybe it got oil on it. Maybe I didn't clean it well enough the first time. That is too bad, though. That is very sad and a lot of work now. I am glad that I don't think it has happened over here. Oh, crap, it did. Shirt. I'm going to have to repaint this whole block now. It happened under here, under this header. I'm going to need to take this header off. Yeah, no, I will. Well, that's a bummer. But, yeah, so that's the engine. I'm going to have to finish this up. Hopefully I can finish it within a week or two. And, yeah. So maybe tomorrow I'll go down and take a look at the car. Show you guys that, but this is what we have to work with so far. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you all next time here on That Truck Guy. Like, subscribe, and tell your mom, because she doesn't care. You don't have to subscribe. You don't even have to like it. Just thanks for watching. Well, that was weird. I hope I edit that out. Whew. You guys are going to think I'm a Fruit Loop. Bye.